I am Neil Larthos. I am the next Abdullah. You are the next Neville Goddard. Your SP gets wet, moist, every single time they think of you. And your bank account makes Jeff Bezos look homeless. So I'm going to make the quickest fucking video of all time on this fucking channel, which probably will be like 50 minutes. But either ways, I just had something on my mind really quick. Oh, and by the way, if you guys want to work with me, my information is down below. And this actually has to do with certain things that I've been noticing with a few of my clients. Not all of you. Most of you are very willing to do the things in your internal being, in your awareness, to step into the reality where you have the things that you want. But you see, if you are a person, regardless of which manifestation coach you listen to or whatever techniques you are attempting, if you are one who gets easily triggered and reacts to the 3D, you will fail. I'm just telling you that right now. You have to have the audacity to notice that the 3D circumstances, yeah, they have you blocked on all platforms. Yeah, she's ignoring you. You try to ask your ex out and she keeps friend zoning you and maybe even fucking put a restraining order. But you have to have the fucking audacity, the balls to just be like, no, she is sucking me so fucking dry like a cactus right now. She is blowing up my phone like crazy. You know, I don't say those things to imply that if you say that fucking affirmation, then boom, it's going to happen the hour after you said it. No, you have to have the fucking nerve to be okay with what's going on in the 3D, but be satisfied with the sex that you are having with your ex in your brain right now. Because we do not play when we tell you guys that you can have what you want right now if you give it to yourself right up here. You see, if you are one who cannot be satisfied with going in a theta state and giving yourself the imaginal act, like right now, I was just thinking, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm in a relationship right now, but there are still SPs that come to mind, right? And one of the things with me is because I'm a little bit of a fucking guy who has a big ass fucking ego. I'm not going to lie to you. Even being in a relationship, there are some SPs that rejected me that I'm like, it would be so fucking awesome if they would just come back and say, I miss you, or start giving me attention, right? And that's it, right? Not even if we hooked up, just that attention, right? And I literally on my way here just gave myself a little loop of of a little bit of a intimate act with a SP. All right, I was basically feeling her tits through the fucking shirt. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Okay, and I know I'm saying like, okay, well, I'm in a relationship and I wouldn't do something, I wouldn't hook up, but you know, I was testing out my fucking skills, right? Basically cheating in my mind, all right? But just by doing that, I felt like I already fucking cheated, right? You know? In other words, I basically fucking cheated on my woman. I basically, I mean, even the Bible says that if you even look at a woman with lust, you already committed adultery. Well, maybe that's what he's talking about. You literally fucking did the act if it was just up here, right? But what I'm trying to get at is, if you are a woman who, and this is very common with my clients who are females, if you're a woman who wants commitment, but all you are getting is physical intimacy with the guy, give yourself the wedding right up here. And I mean, like, you don't have to focus on every single little detail, but if you were to focus on one detail, focus on the detail that matters, the one that you are trying to reflect. Don't worry so much about, oh, fuck, I got to make sure that the fucking decorations are perfect, because if I look to my left, I want to see everybody's sitting in the seats, and I want to make sure that the tuxedo looks correct, because if I for some reason accidentally imagine that the males are wearing yellow tuxedos and I just fucked up my imagination, then don't fucking turn your head. Make it a quick 5-second image of you making eye contact with your husband right there at the altar, and he says, I do. That's it. And then have the priest fucking ask you, and do you take Billy to be your beloved husband? I do. And then loop it again. Do you take Sarah to be your beloved wife? I do. Do you take Billy? I do. I do. I do. I do. I do. I do. Slow that shit. I do. Do you? Loop it like one of those fucking TikToks that keeps looping, or on YouTube Reels, right? Where it seems like it's an endless loop that you can't even tell if you've been watching it for 2 hours or 2 seconds, right? Do one of those and loop it, because your subconscious is literally getting fucking like in a UFC fight where they're just nonstop fucking punching their opponent, and then eventually the referee's like, yeah, that's it. Fucking KO your subconscious with that loop. Keep fucking looping it. You know, I think one of the things that we don't realize when we're doing, you know, imaginal acts is that you really fucking experienced that right now. You experienced her saying I do right now. You experienced him fucking you right now and committing to you in a relationship right now. You experienced that. Just because you don't see it on the 3D doesn't mean it didn't happen. You have to be willing to be satisfied with it in the 4D, and it will come in the 3D. And if it never comes, it's because you got in the way. How do you get in the way? By believing what you see out in the 3D. Remember, the 3D is not the now, it's the past. How do you know? Because everything that you see right now is a reflection of something that you reflected in the past, something that you thought of in the past, something that you felt in the past. If you keep telling yourself that you're ugly and all the guys cheat on you, then what you see right now is the reflection of that. But if you start fresh and start, whether doing it through imaginal acts, self-pedestalizations, or just working on your self-concept and stepping in the state and asking yourself, what would it be like? How would I be reacting right now as I'm in the Starbucks line thinking about why my ex hasn't texted me? What would the version of me who hadn't be thinking of? You wouldn't be thinking about that. She wouldn't be thinking about that, because if you already have her or him in your bed tonight, if you already have them waiting for you at the house, and they can't fucking live without your cuddles, if anything, you might be a little fucking annoyed. You're like, oh shit, I just need a little bit of a break. I just wanted to watch the game. Or, damn, I didn't expect him to be this clingy, but I still love him, right? You would be thinking about running your fucking errands and about normal shit rather than stressing out about why you don't have SP all day. Yes, I get it. In the 3D, they are making all these excuses for not wanting to be with you. Yes, I know in the 3D she's ignoring you. Yes, I know that he has you blocked on all platforms. But if you give it to yourself in the 4D, and you can actually tell yourself, whenever I feel the craving for him in the 3D, I'm going to give it to myself in the 4D. If you cannot be satisfied with that, then you will never get him. You will Neville Goddard. You will never get her. You were satisfied with talking bullshit about yourself and saying that you will never get a 10 out of 10 and that you have to have amazing sized biceps and abs in order to get an Instagram model type of girl. You never needed to see the proof when you said that all the guys cheat on you. You just believed it. You accepted it. Why can't you fucking accept that when you give yourself, at least now you were consciously giving yourself something with more fuel power behind it? Because when you told yourself you were ugly, you didn't even have to see an imaginal act. You just said it, you believed it, and you manifested it like that. But right now, I'm telling you that not only can you manifest the same type of success, but in the positive, by giving yourself an imaginal act, but you can actually experience it. When I fucking felt my SP's boobs, when I was running it from underneath the shirt, I actually felt it. I actually got a little hard, right? Your subconscious doesn't understand the difference. You see, ultimately, and this is going to be a little deep, but when you want to manifest your SP, sure, you want it to be them. And if I was to tell you just find somebody else, you'd be like, no, I want them. But what they actually are just when they actually choose you and they actually commit to a relationship with you, what they actually are in that moment when you experience them in the 3D is a reflection of you finally feeling like you're worthy. So when I say that you can have them right now, not only can you feel their body and their warmth and feel their kisses in an imaginal act right now, but the essence of what that reflects, the essence of the dopamine hit that you will get when you finally manifest that SP, you can give yourself that dopamine hit and the essence, the DNA of what it means to actually have them in the moment. Because remember, they are not just like I say, you're not the mind and you're not the body. They also are not their mind and the body that you crave. The body that you crave of them, their intimacy. When you get it, it is only going to be of the same fabric, the same DNA, the same material of the feeling that you get when you wake up in the morning and you feel like the man, when you wake up in the morning and you feel like the queen. Well, guess what? That feeling of being the man, that feeling of being the queen, you can give yourself that right now through self-pedestalizations, through telling yourself that everywhere I go, the fucking red carpet is laid out for me. I'm the sexiest motherfucker in the room. No matter what the 3D tells you, you give yourself that right now. You keep impressing your subconscious. It will fucking make that into a permanent fucking state. And you won't even be able to, you won't even have to do self-pedestalizations anymore. But until it becomes permanent, keep saying it. Because you will make that your reality. And I guarantee you, honestly, when I started saying self-pedestalizations, I started feeling the feeling right away. In other words, the same feeling that I would get when I get that other SP, the one that I was feeling her fucking tits. Even though she's not giving me her tits right now in the 3D, if I give me her tits in an imaginal act, or if I tell myself that all my fucking SPs are flowers in my garden, but I'm the fucking sun, they worship me, I'm their addiction, I'm more addicting than cocaine and methamphetamine combined. If I give myself that right now, I'm giving myself the dopamine hit, regardless of what I'm feeling in the physical 3D reality. I'm giving myself the essence of that desire right now. I'm acting as if I already have that person. Because even if you have a marriage that is going great right now, sometimes you have to go to the supermarket. Sometimes you have to fucking go on a vacation, or you have to go to work and you are not with them all the time. But just because you were at work, just because you're at the market, does not mean you don't have them. Well, the same way you can have them but not be with them physically in that moment is the same way you have to have them right now. So ask yourself, what would it feel like if I was in a relationship with them, but I was at the supermarket right now and they were at home? Right? You can't feel them, but you have them. So what is having them? What does it feel like? It feels normal. It feels like I'm checking out my groceries and I'm not fucking thinking about them every single fucking second. Because if I was, it would be like I don't have them and I'm worried about, what do I have to worry about them? They're waiting for me at the house. So you have to have that cocky arrogance about yourself. I already have them, so what? A lot of people say, I don't feel anything. Good. You won't feel anything when you have them because you already have them. You don't have to remind yourself all the fucking time. You see, I can try to explain it to you in the most elementary way possible, but you won't really understand it until you do the internal work. I can give you the push, but you have to push yourself to understand this. And all it is just awareness. All it is detaching from the 3D and going to the 4D. And if you're one of those people who really react so much to the lack of results and there's no signs, Neo, I don't see any movement, then fucking give yourself their body, their ass, their tits, their dick, their intimacy, their wedding, the marriage, everything. Give yourself that right now in the 4D. And instead of being impulsive and reactant to the 3D, be impulsive and reactant to this. Oh my gosh, this is so fucking amazing. Oh, I cannot believe this. Isn't it wonderful? If you're going to react about something, react to that. Because the one that you react to more, is the one that you were going to see reflected more. Guaranteed. Okay? I can rant all fucking day, guys, but I have 500 more of these in the chamber. So I am Neil Lartos. If you want to work with me and change your fucking reality forever, the links are in the description below. I know you're going to be okay. Because that's all that the I'm Awareness had to say. I fucking made it backwards. Too fucking late.